So you're thinking about moving to Mandeville, Louisiana, but maybe you have a couple questions, or maybe you just want to learn a little bit more information first before making that big move. Well, I'm going to help you out today. I'm your girl. My name is Riley, and we're going to learn the ins and outs, what Mandeville is all about, how to literally get in and out of Mandeville on these main roads, how to get to, let's say, New Orleans and other big cities around the area like Baton Rouge, and we're going to get after it right now. Okay, I just want to introduce myself if you are new to our channel. My name is Riley, and my team and I have helped thousands and thousands of people just like you move to New Orleans and other areas of Louisiana. So if that's you, if you're wanting to move to the area, whether it be in 9 days or it be in 90 days, doesn't matter to us. We want to make your move as easy and smooth and painless and wonderful as possible. So go ahead and send us a text message or an email. You can give us a call or schedule a Zoom call with us, and we would love to help you out and make your move pleasant. We're here to help you. So go ahead and get that scheduled. And I just would like to say, I'm just noticing I think you can only see the no part of New Orleans, Louisiana on my shirt, but I am wearing my Louisiana shirt today, my NOLA shirt. So there's that. Now we're going to jump into Google Maps. We're going to run through what Mandeville is all about, and we're going to get after it right now. Okay, so we should both be looking at my Google Maps now, and I have outlined the Mandeville area. Okay, so you'll see it here in red. It is right along the northern part of Lake Pontchartrain, and although Louisburg right here is in green, I want to say that Louisburg is a subdivision located within Mandeville, but correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so you might be thinking, where the heck is Mandeville? You're showing me this, but like, where is it? So let's zoom out so you can see it in reference to other places. So we are in southern Louisiana. As you can see here at the bottom, here is New Orleans. And if we go west, here is Baton Rouge. And here is Mandeville. So if we were to hop on I-12, which as you can see, Mandeville is right south of I-12. So if we hopped on this, we could get all the way to Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge is about, I would say, an hour on a great day with no traffic, but you're likely to spend maybe about an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and 20 minutes in the car trying to get to Baton Rouge, especially if there's a little bit more traffic. So that is how long it takes to get there, but you literally can just hop on I-12 and then it's a direct shot. So that is super convenient about being in the Mandeville area. And also, as you can see, the Causeway Bridge runs literally right into Mandeville, and the Causeway Bridge will take you across Lake Pontchartrain, which does have a toll. If you do have to commute every single day, I want to say it's $5, but for some reason, I'm getting $3 in my head. I'm not really sure. I need to double check on that. But regardless, there is a one-way toll leaving Mandeville to get across the bridge. So once you're across the bridge, whether you work there or maybe you just like to go there for dinners, maybe you have family over there or friends, whatever the case may be, Metairie is the first area that you're gonna run into. But then if you continue on, New Orleans is right here, which is going to consist of the Central Business District, the Superdome, and the Smoothie King Center. So if you wanna go watch a football game, go Saints, or whatever your team is, that is located in downtown New Orleans. And I say the Smoothie King Center because that's where a lot of concerts are held. So whether it be an artist that you really like to go see or a musician, they often will play at the Smoothie King Center, especially if they're a big name. And that's also where the French Quarter is. So people who go on vacations, it's likely going to be around the French Quarter, and that is going to be about, from Mandeville, no traffic, so not during rush hour and not during anything insane like Mardi Gras. It is going to be about 40 minutes, I would say. 40 minutes from Mandeville to downtown New Orleans. It's also going to be about 40 minutes to get to Kenner. Kenner is right here. So you would hop on the Causeway Bridge, and then you would hop on Interstate 10. Gosh, sorry, my lines. And I say Kenner because that is where the New Orleans airport is located. So whether you travel a lot for fun or you travel for work, that is where the airport is. And that also takes about 40 minutes to get from Mandeville to the airport. Alrighty, now let's clear that out, and we're going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit more on Mandeville and talk about some other roads and other things that are going on in the area. Okay, so as I mentioned, the Causeway Bridge right here runs right into Mandeville. Now, once you hit land, per se, it turns into the Causeway Boulevard, all right? And you can continue on straight and go right into what is 190. 190 is kind of a funky S shape. As you can see, it goes like this and down. If you continue this way, that is towards Slidell, which is also considered the North Shore, as Mandeville and Madisonville and Covington are all part of the North Shore. And if you continue up, that way you are going to run into the Covington area, okay? Now, if you are not going 190 and you want to go East Causeway Approach, then this is going to lead you in the area of Mandeville that is most famous for the Mandeville Lakefront. So Mandeville Lakefront, as you can probably guess, is because it's located right on the lake. And there is a main road in this area that is, maybe not main road, but I should say popular road of this area. That is Lakeshore Drive that I just highlighted. It is right along the lake. And that is going to have lots of dining. They're also going to have a couple bars, and there are tons of parking spots where you can pull up if you don't live conveniently, within a couple blocks or something like that. You can drive there, you can load up your bikes or whatever, and there's going to be a trail right along the lake that you can go bike riding on, rollerblading, running, walking, whatever you want. It's a great area, especially on a nice day. So I see many people who are going on jogs and everything like that on beautiful days, and I would like to assume most of them live in this area where they can just hop on over, run a couple blocks, and then they're right on the lakefront. And another popular street in this specific section of Mandeville is Monroe Street. Monroe Street is right here down the center. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker than the other roads in the area because you can get off the causeway and go down Monroe Street, and it's going to be a main residential road, if that makes sense. So it's going to be a main road that can take you to like Lakeshore Drive and other areas, but it's residential as well. So you're not going to see very many shopping and restaurants and stuff like that down this road. It kind of just fingers off like this to other areas and other homes in this specific area of Mandeville. Now, if we took West Causeway Approach, it leads up to 22, both very popular and main roads of Mandeville. You can see in this little triangle here between the two, that is going to be less residential and more shopping and dining. There's going to be lots of doctor's offices and lawyers' offices and grocery stores, gas stations, car washes. You would be so surprised at how much is located in that small little triangle. Literally about everything you need. And if it's not right there, then it's right over here on the other side of the causeway. And let's see, so right in this area, right here, This is going to be also another very popular residential area of Mandeville. So along with this bottom portion that I just mentioned before down here, this is also a very popular residential area. And as you can see, you're probably like, why did you cut off that whole other section? And that's because most of this area is going to be nature, wildlife, trees, marsh, that kind of thing. If I clear that out and kind of zoom in for you, you can see that the neighborhoods end here, but Mandeville is technically all of this area still as well. So that's not yet built on. I imagine one day it probably will be built on because this area is getting a little bit more and more popular. But as you can see from what I just highlighted, there are small sections that have a lot of shopping and convenient things like grocery stores and whatnot, that if it's so close, but at the same time, Mandeville is filled with great neighborhoods. It's super family friendly, which I'll get into with other schools and stuff like that in the area. But you have so much right there at your fingertips to do and to go, what am I trying to say? To do, and if you need to go run errands and whatnot, but yet you can just go right off the Causeway Bridge and you're home, and it's cozy and quaint and very homey and family friendly. Mandeville is very, very family friendly. Okay, now let's go ahead and jump into, okay, so you said all of that about what there is to do, but show me. Let's get into like the restaurants and the shopping and all of that. So let's jump into that now. So let's go ahead and zoom in to what I am calling the triangle, but it's not really, people don't really call it that. I'm just calling it that. And as you can see, right above 22 and the quote unquote triangle, there's a little bit of Mandeville that creeps up there, and let's start there. So we have, first and foremost, Raising Cane's chicken fingers, the most delicious, along with Chick-fil-A, I guess, chicken ever, in my opinion. I love Raising Cane's and Chick-fil-A. They have my heart, my chicken heart. They got my chicken heart. Okay. And there's also a McDonald's, there's a Mexican restaurant, there's an ice cream parlor, and there is a bank that is still considered to be in Mandeville. Now let's hop on down under 22 and take a look at what's going on over here. So there is a daiquiri shop. Louisiana, it loves their daiquiris. So there's a daiquiri shop, there is a pizza place, there's sushi, there is a Cafe Du Monde. So if you want to go hop over and get some coffee and some beignets, it's right there. If we come on down, there is a Times Grill. Times Grill has delicious burgers. They're very well known for their delicious burgers, actually. And there's a Total Wine. I am a big fan of Total Wine. It's just like the name sounds. There are so many aisles of different kinds of wine that you can get, along with other alcohol and different things to go along, like cheese boards and cups and stuff like that. And there's alcohol from all over. So if you want a beer, let's say, that's specifically brewed in Utah, you will find it at Total Wine, I promise you. And there are, let's see, nail salons, hair salons. There's, let's zoom out just a little bit, a PetSmart. So Mandeville is pet friendly. We love our animals over here. There's an Office Depot, a Smoothie King Center. I love Smoothie King. You can get smoothies that are super protein packed or green, whatever the case may be. Smoothie King is great. They have a really good smoothie menu. There is a Fresh Market. Holy cow, Fresh Market is one of my favorite grocery stores. It's a little bit more expensive, but if you enjoy grocery shopping, maybe that makes me sound crazy, but I do. And Fresh Market is one of those places where I could spend hours just going up and down the aisles and looking at all of the options. I think Fresh Market is awesome. But it is a little bit more expensive. There's urgent cares. There is Mexican restaurants, banks. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Thai food. There's other stores and banks, and there's Walgreens, CVS, other drugstores. There's a Rouse's over here. Oh my gosh, that is not a circle. That Rouse's, or not that Rouse's. Rouse's is a popular grocery store in Louisiana. It's not going to be as expensive as Fresh Market and Whole Foods, that kind of thing. It's just a good, it's kind of like Winn-Dixie, which is also another popular Southern grocery store. There's ice cream places over here. Oh, there's two actually, Baskin Robbins, and that one right there that also serves snowballs. Whoops. Okay, and let's go ahead and hop on across. Let's see, let me get my border again. Okay, I knew that Mandeville creeped up, I just didn't know how much. So it's gonna come up right above 190. And let's take a look at what we have in here. So if you watched the Covington Maps video, which I go on about how much I am absolutely obsessed with Coffee Rainy, because there's also a Coffee Rainy in Covington. They are so delicious. It's a healthy cafe, but it's so unique. They have a really unique menu that is so good. I am obsessed with their salads and their mushroom burger. Are you freaking kidding me? It's so good. And let's see, they have a juice company here. I haven't been there, but I love fresh juice, so I know that I would love it. They have Banks. Here's Chick-fil-A. So you have Cane's and you have Chick-fil-A if you're located in Mandeville. What? That's amazing. There's Starbucks, Party City. Everyone likes a good Party City if you're throwing a party, and birthday party, especially if you have kids. There's Home Goods. There's more Banks. There's Dollar Tree, more coffee shops, more Mexican restaurants. Look, there's a Chili's. There's an El Paso. And oh my gosh, Earth Savers, American Eagle, Barnes & Noble, Gap, Banana Republic, Loft, Bath & Body Works, TJ Maxx, Bath & Body Works, Whole Foods. So there's a Fresh Market, a Rouse's, a Whole Foods. You have so many awesome options of grocery stores in all price ranges. How fantastic is that? Maybe I'm just a grocery store lover, but whatever. I think that's amazing. Old Navy, shoe stores. I mean, look, there's gyms, CrossFit right there, Po' Boy restaurant. Oh my gosh. Salad station. There's just more and more and more if you're on the Causeway Boulevard. Now, there's another Rouse's Market, as you can see. Pat Gallagher's. Holy freaking cow. This is another restaurant with an amazing menu, a little bit on the higher end. They have, like I mentioned, for a different restaurant, I'm sorry, they have those big sides that are for the whole table that are so good. Table sides. Why can't I say that right? Table sides. But anyway, their menu is wonderful. Now, if we come down here to the lakefront, it's not going to be quite as busy. Excuse me. It's not going to be quite as busy as the areas that I just showed you around the Causeway and the Triangle. But this area is more residential, but they do have some restaurants and bars and a little bit of shopping. So right here on the lakefront, as you can see, this is residential. Now, you do have a handful of restaurants and bars. So we have this. We have Barley Oak. Barley Oak is a bar that's multi-levels. It's 2 different levels. Most of it is outside, but there is an indoor portion of it. And it actually closes relatively early. So this area of Mandeville on the lakefront is not going to be rowdy. It's not going to be bars that are staying open until 2 in the morning. I actually think that Barley Oak closes between like 10 and 12 or something like that. So if you live in this area, it's still very family friendly and quaint. And actually, I would say that this area has more, it's a little bit more historic, has a little bit more history than the other parts of Mandeville that I previously showed you. There's also Rips on the Lake. This menu is fan-freaking-tastic, especially if you love seafood. And how amazing is it that these restaurants along here, some of these aren't pulling up, but right on here, they're right on the lakefront. So on a beautiful day, you can sit outside and enjoy the lakefront and be able to look at not only the lake, but the sailboats, the boating that's going on, people running and going on bike rides along the lake on a beautiful day while you're enjoying your great food. And one more restaurant, I guess, that I'll mention is La Lou. La Lou, I love to go for brunch. So if you're a brunchy like me, La Lou is the place to be if you're in the Mandeville area. And let's see. Oh, while we're over here, I have to mention, although it's not Mandeville, it's touching Mandeville on the border, but Fontainebleau State Park. Fontainebleau State Park has everything from trails that you can go running on and walking and bike riding. You can go fishing. There's places for you to rent homes that are on the water, not people's homes, but it's like state park owned. There's also areas where you can go camping. I mean, it's huge and it's beautiful. So how amazing is it that it is so close to Mandeville if you live in Mandeville, especially in this area of Mandeville on the lakefront. It's just right there. It's just a straight shot. And other than that, there's some wonderful schools. Mandeville High School, that's where my husband went. A great school. They have elementary schools and middle schools. So Mandeville is family friendly, but it also has so much to do and so much to see and so many things that are conveniently located right there at your fingertips for you to go and get your errands done. And then within 5 minutes, you can be home back in your neighborhood that's quiet and family friendly and cozy. I think Mandeville is a wonderful area, and I hope I did a decent job explaining it and breaking it down so you can see what it's all about. Okay, so just to wrap up this portion of the video, I just want to reiterate that whether you're moving in 9 days or you're moving in 90 days, we would love to help you with your smooth move to Mandeville or to New Orleans, even to Baton Rouge or anywhere in Louisiana. We would love to help you make that smooth transition that's as painless as possible, all right? Now, if you enjoyed this video or found it to be helpful, maybe you learned some information that you didn't know before, please, I would so much appreciate if you liked the video and subscribed to our channel. It definitely helps us out, but it also helps more people find our videos as well as our channel, and hopefully helps out more people as well. Now, let's go ahead and roll with some footage that we got while we were in Mandeville.